Hello, Greg Wilson with GregAWilson.com. Welcome to another episode of the Ignite You podcast. And rather than do a full podcast today, I want to share with you some tips that I feel quite honestly are necessary for you and I to recover from decisions that we've made. And if we're completely honest with ourselves, if we're completely honest with where we are in life or where we've been in life and maybe even where we're trying to go, we'll be honest right now and admit that we're not perfect. Okay? We have made bad decisions. We've made bad decisions in business. We've made bad decisions in relationships. We've made bad decisions financially. We made bad decisions even with our careers. You name it. It's called life. We quite honestly are living a life that is full of opportunities to learn and to better ourselves. I believe I just gave away a tip. All right. So today I want to talk about just some things that we can do that I believe will help us and assist us in recovering from a bad choice, recovering from a bad decision. And the very first thing that comes to mind is don't dwell on it. You know, if we're not careful, we'll go months and years even dwelling on a bad decision, dwelling on something that we did wrong, dwelling on a move that maybe we shouldn't have made. All right. Enough already. Enough is enough is enough. Don't dwell on it. Let it go. Now, even though I mentioned letting it go, I'm going to go a step further and say if you choose not to let it go, you'll find yourself those years that we talked about, those months, those years that we just talked about, you'll find yourself in just a place where you might feel that you are actually stuck in the mud, that you're not moving forward, that you're not progressing, that nothing in your life, quite honestly, you'll feel that it's not necessarily working out. Why? Because you are quite honestly living in the past. And we need to let it go. We need to let it go. The mistake that we made, whatever the case may be, you need to let it go, not dwell on it, and quite honestly get over it or get over yourself. One of the two, right? So get over it. Don't dwell on it. Let it go. Avoid the tranquilizer that holding on to this thing actually could do to you. It could freaking paralyze you for months. It could paralyze you for years, and you'll find yourself just constantly in that state of reliving the mistake over and over and over. And I'm encouraging you today to let it go. That's tip number one. Now, tip number two is something that we have to do. If we've made a mistake and the mistake that we've done, injured, if you will, and I'm utilizing that word injured lightly, but it covers so many areas. If we made a mistake in our life that injured someone or caused someone harm, did damage, caused them pain, I'm utilizing air quotes again for pain, we need to correct that. We need to correct that. In addition to correcting it, we also, let's say that this event that happened, this mistake that you made, didn't quote unquote hurt anyone. All right. The trade-off for that is to forgive yourself. Apologize to yourself. Forgive yourself for making the mistake. And refer back to step one, which is, again, to let it go. The third thing is taking responsibility. Taking full responsibility for the mistake that you made. Again, the mistake, we're not necessarily so focused on the mistake as we are the steps that we need to take in order to recover, in order to get over the mistake. But if we take full responsibility for it, if we apologize and forgive even ourselves for making the mistake, and then we don't dwell on it, I believe, again, that we can move on. When taking full responsibility, it's not about blaming this one or that one. It's about us as a man, as a woman, as a community, whatever the case may be, looking ourselves holistically in the mirror, forgiving ourselves, apologizing if we need to, and taking full responsibility on. We're not going to pass the buck on mistakes that are made. All right. If we had the opportunity to relive that event over, many of us would, I believe, not make the same mistake. All right. So take full responsibility. Apologize even to yourself if needed, and others if you've injured them or caused them pain or harm. And don't dwell on it. Let it go. See it. The next thing is see it as an opportunity for growth. if we're not careful, we'll just be dwelling on things and not necessarily learn from the mistake. If we can learn from it, we can make ourselves better people, better individuals in our community, better individuals in our business, our goals that we're trying to go after. I believe, again, that we can make ourselves better by doing that. So see it as an opportunity for growth. Learn from it. Okay? If you made a mistake by doing A, B, and C, well, next time, do something completely different. Do X, Y, and Z. Why? Because A, B, and C didn't necessarily work. A, B, and C, netted bad results. All right. So again, learn from it, see it, and seize it even as an opportunity for growth. And finally, focus on the present. And focusing on the present, I believe also it will go hand in hand, if you will, on focus on what you want to achieve going forward. Like today, if you say, you know what, enough is enough already, whatever the case may be, focus on what you want to accomplish going forward. So from today, what is it that you want to accomplish? You are tired of reliving the mistake. You're tired of being reminded, if you will, of mistakes. And you're at a place right now where you truly want to let it go. Focus on what you want to do going forward, and live that particular life almost in a ferocious mindset, or with a ferocious mindset. All right. So let's recap just for a moment. Don't dwell on it too much. Let it go. Apologize. Apologize again if apologies are necessary, and if no apologies externally are necessary, then look in the mirror and apologize to yourself. Take full responsibility for it. Whatever it is, take full responsibility for it, and see it as an opportunity for growth. See it as an opportunity for growth. Understand that, you know what, right now I want to focus on the present, and I want to focus on what I want to achieve going forward. This has been Greg Wilson with GregAWilson.com. Follow me if you're not following me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is @GregAWilsonOnline. Be connected, as I often say, to people, resources, and information. And I believe, again, we live in a place and we live in a time right now where we do not necessarily have to be reminded, if you will, over and over and over about the bad choice or the bad decision we've made. We can recover from it. We can move on from that bad decision by implementing even those tips that I've talked to you about today. Until next time, may God continue to richly bless you.